Good day, everyone. I am Sir Robbie, and together, we will learn the word of the future, robotics. Did you know that here in Educational Technology Unit, robotics is a priority to make every Filipino learners and teachers competent and meet the demands of the future global scene? Wherein teachers, students, and parents who wanted to learn robotics is just a click away for free. Robotics is an interdisciplinary field which integrates computer science and engineering. It involves design, construction, operation, and use of robots to assist human activities. Are you ready for this transformation? Soon in ICT's Educational Technology Unit. Come and join us and love the future para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Sulong edukalidad.
Magandang araw, Sir Wilbur po, at your service. Narito ang ETUlay upang gabayan ka sa inyong pag-aaral upang lubos na maunawaan ang iba't ibang paksa o subject. Ang ETUlay ay isang free online tutorial class na pinangungunahan ng ICT's Educational Technology Unit sa pamumuno ni Undersecretary Elaine Del B. Pascua. Ang programang ito ay hindi lamang para sa mga bata, kundi ito rin ay magsisilbing gabay sa mga magulang at mga guro kung paano nila ituturo o gagabayan sa bawat asignatura ang kanilang mga anak o mga estudyante. Sa kasalukuyan, ang self-learning module mula sa rehiyon ng Calabarzon at kilala sa tawag na pivot ang ginagamit sa ating ETUlay online class. Kaya ano pang hinihintay ninyo? Ihanda na ang inyong mga ballpen o lapis, papel o kwaderno at samahan kaming itulay ang pagkatuto para sa bawat batang Pilipino. Sama-sama tayong magtutulungan para malampasan ang mga hamon sa panahong ito. Halina't matuto kasama ang inyong online tutor sa oras na ito.
Hello there! Good afternoon to all our parents, teachers, and students. My name is Teacher May and I will be your tutor for English 3. Kamusta na po ang lahat? I hope that you have taken your lunch and you're now in a comfortable spot ready to learn our brand new lesson for today. Syempre, before we start, we will greet everyone na nauna na sa ating klase, lalo na yung mga early birds. Syempre, I would like to greet Yana Rain Yonado from Talipayong Elementary School, Julie Burias Matula, Corazon Pablo Amang. I think Kurt is using this account. Hi, Kurt, which is one of our regular students here for English 3. Nandito rin po yung mommy ni Ian Joshua, si Mommy Annie Fernandez. And Mommy Annie Fernandez is one of our regular supporters. No? Lagi nakasuporta si Mommy Annie. You know what? Grabe yung pagsuporta ni Mommy Annie kay Ian, and I would like to commend her for doing such kasi sa lahat ng mga aralin ni Ian Joshua, kahit sa school and kahit dito sa ETUlay, no, she really exert effort na matutukan si Ian. Kaya, Mommy Annie, saludo sa'yo, okay? Hello din po kay Daisy Jewel Magbanwa of Balete Sur, San Carlos, Pangasinan. Pangasinan of grade 3 blue. And then we have also Olive Soy, or Olive, by or from Bulacan. Hello po sa inyo dyan. Hello din po kay Riley. Andito siya. Si Jasmine from Southville 1 Elementary School. We also have Armel and Ahmed. Hello sa inyong lahat. Okay? So I cannot wait to start my lesson for today. So I will not push any minute to delay it. So let's have my lesson for now. Okay, so here it is. Okay, I think you can see my screen now. Okay, so right now we will have our lesson for week 5. And our lesson for week 5 will be about informational text. Okay, so Before I say to you all the things that we will be learning for today, I would like to acknowledge first the pivot module or the material that we used for our today's lesson. Thank you, Collaboration 4A, for this module or for your pivot module because it has been really helpful for us. Okay? So last time, with our previous lesson, I asked you to make a table, a bar graph, or a picture chart showing the following information from Monday to Friday. So this is what I asked you to do for you to show your learning last time. So I asked you to do these a graph, a chart for these following information. First, your daily savings. Second, the number of modules that you accomplished. Third, the number of minutes or hours that you spent in using your gadgets. And I was really surprised. You know what? Because you did not just prove that you're really good in English, you're good in language, but you also showed that you're also good in numbers and you're doing well in math. That really astounded me. That really surprised me. And these are some of your classmates that showed that willingly passed, submitted their work that will be shown to you. Okay? So hindi lang tayo dito I don't see you anymore as from someone who belongs to faraway places. I consider you as my students already, and I also hope that the other students that are here will also consider themselves as classmates. Okay, so the first one is the work of Ian Joshua Fernandez. So parang weekly, no, lagi ko siya napipicture because he always submits his work. Na talagang lagi siyang merong sinasubmit sa akin. So, thank you, Joshua, for this one. He made a table, okay? He made a table, and the information is the number of modules that he uh, does every day, from Monday to Friday. Next is, we also have Lord John Ray's work. So, lahat ng pinagagawa ko, ginawa niya. Gumawa siya ng table graph, gumawa siya ng bar graph, gumawa siya ng pictograph. Okay, I'm so happy to show, I'm so happy to know that you can that you can use or you can do your own visual representation of information. Thank you, Lord. I'm so amazed by the way you or by the effort that you really exert in the work that you have showed me. We also have something from Daisy Jewel Magbanwa, okay? So, kompleto rin siya. May table chart din, may pictograph, and then meron din siyang table. And there's also a video, you know. There's also a video of Daisy together with her father. Okay, let's play that. So if you see, there's somebody there, meron isang bata dyan, no, na parang she is mimicking the way I say my words. So hindi naman nainis si teacher doon. The teacher loves that because that means, no, yung bata nakakapag-produce ng sounds in English. And saan ba tayo natututo? Through repetition. Siyempre, hindi pa huli dyan. See? I think we have someone. Okay, last one is from Olive Betinol of City of Malolos Integrated School, Santo Rosario, Malolos, Bulacan. So she was able to do a bar graph. She was also able to do a pictograph. Okay, congratulations sa inyong lahat. I'm so happy to know that you are doing well and that you are learning very well in my class. Sabi nga ni Joel, congratulations to all of you. I'm so happy. Kayo naman, if you would like others to know how fun the activities are in industry, why not share, no? Why not share our session with your classmates, with your neighbors, or share it on your FB account para may ibang mga grade 3 din ang matututo sa atin, matututo kasama nating lahat. Alright. Okay. So, for our lesson for today, this will be the following learning objectives. First, recognize informational text and the structure used in sample informational texts. Extract information from informational texts using visual organizers and create visual organizers depending on the structure of sample informational text. Okay, I know you're very excited, but let me post first our English trivia for today. Okay, so this is the first writing system created by an ancient. Oh, wala pa eh. Hindi pa ako tapos. Okay, let's go back by an ancient group of people around 3000 BCE. And when we say BCE, that means before Christ era. So 3000 years before Christ, we have the system of writing already. That's wonderful, right? Information was shared by the Sumerians through this wedge-shaped letters. So the correct answer, our English trivia for today is composed of two words. Okay, the first word is the first word it starts with C, and the second word starts with S. Okay, so I hope you get the time to know the answer for our English trivia for today. But don't worry, we will go back to this before we end our lesson. Okay? So, last week lesson, we learned about the three ways information can be presented visually and easily. Okay? So, let's have a review. So, let's have the first one. It displays information using rows and tables. Okay. Yes, Chino, it can also be before current era. Very good. Thank you for your input. Teacher may really appreciate that. Okay. So let's have your number one. Okay. So what kind of visual representation is on the screen? Okay, let's see. What do you call this one? Very good, Yana. This one is called a table. All right. Now let's have the second one. It displays information using bars of different length. What kind of visual representation is this? Okay, iba humahabol ng pagsagot. Very good. Like Rainiel, Olive, Armel, and I saw another one. Kylie. Okay. How about the second one? If we have the table, how about this one? What kind of graph is this? It's a bar graph. Very nice. Si Juvie, naglagay pa ng emoticons, but I don't think that's a bar graph. That is a line graph, another kind of graph. But again, they both show information visually and easily. Okay, how about the last one? It displays information using pictures of different numbers. Okay, and also we say that this kind of graph has a label. That means a picture would would say how many a picture stands for. We call it a key. So what kind of graph is this? Let us see. We have Yana. We have Julie answering now on the third kind of visual representation. Also Chino and Daisy. All right. And all your answers are correct. Nice job. Wow. You can still remember our lesson last time about simple graphs and charts. Oh, okay. That's nice to know. Let's proceed. Okay. There you go. So, last question for our previous lesson. What do tables, bar graphs, and pictographs provide to us? What do they give to us? Okay, let me give you a clue. It starts with I and ends with N. What do again, the question is, what do table, bar graphs, and pictographs provide to us? Yes, very good. They provide Yana, Chino, Ahmed. These are the few ones that I can see who have the correct answer. Information. Phoebe, Denise, Bayudan, we cannot say information because information um because information is already that means it has a lot of things inside it. So we don't need to put this. Just say information. Okay, again, it's information. Tables, bar graphs, and pictographs provide information. That's nice. Okay, yeah, really good. So I have a question again to you. What comes to mind when you hear or see the word information? Let me Let me see how you think. Can you tell me what comes in here when you hear or when you see the word information? Ano kaya yung unang naiisip niyo? What comes to mind when you hear or see the word information? Okay? So ano kaya naiisip natin? Ako, ang naiisip ko agad pag sinabi yung word na information, internet. Because we can get a lot of we can get a lot of information from the internet. Yes, correct. News or balita in Filipino. We can also get the information, especially daily current events, in our newspapers. May it be broadsheet or just the plain newspaper. Okay? Yung iba news, ano pa ba? Okay, parang halos lahat ay news. So si Chino may mga dinagdag like data and knowledge. Very good. Meron pa dito? Okay, so I think useful things. Okay, so information has useful things for us to think about. Very good. Okay, so um information is not information is around us, yes. And through bar graphs, through tables, and through pictographs, we can learn information easily and visually. But in aside from looking at them, we also read them. And when we read a certain kind of a if we if we read something and it gives us information, that is what we call informational text. Okay, can you repeat that? Okay, after me. Informational text. Can you type in our comment section so it will be remembered and it will go to your long-term memory? Informational text. That's our lesson for today. Hey, can you type in the comment section informational text? Thank you, Jasmine, for participating. And I expect, yes, Yana, thank you very much. And what is informational text, which is our lesson for today? It's a non-fiction or factual text. Remember, we have two kinds of text. One is fiction and one is non-fiction. When we say fiction, it is from one's figment of imagination, hindi totoo. But when we say non-fiction, it means that it is based on truth, data, knowledge, and information. See, I am using the words that you gave to me a while ago. A nonfiction or factual text that has the purpose of providing information to readers. Okay, so the purpose of the author is for us to be provided with information to inform. Okay, information from this kind of text can be written in several structures, and we will know these structures later on. Okay, the structures can be of five. We have enumeration, classification, cause and effect, problem and solution, and time order. I know that some of you are familiar with these structures already because we have already studied them during the other quarters. But for today, we will focus on these structures: enumeration, classification, and cause and effect. Okay, so teacher, parang medyo heavy ngayon ang lesson natin. Yes, it's kind of heavy, but don't worry, my students. Teacher will guide you. Teacher will be on your journey in learning these texts and understanding that information can be presented in different structures. Alright, today, kung ready na ang lahat at kahit heavy yung lesson, ready matuto, can you please comment a heart emoji on the comment section? Okay, so I'm waiting for the heart emojis. I know this is kind of a heavy lesson for both of us, but if we help each other learn, things will be so much easier. Okay, nakita ka na si Juvie na nag-heart at nag-comment na ng kanyang heart emoji. Sabi ni Chino, ready na ready. That's the spirit, Chino. Thank you so much for your enthusiasm. Okay, and for my other students here, thank you so much. Thank you so much. Nagbigay ng example dito sa Yana. Sabi ni Yana, fiction, the cat can fly. Non-fiction, cat can walk. Okay, very good, Yana. That's a good example. Let's have first the first text. Okay, so you see here four words. We will get the topic of the first first text that we're going to read using the four words that you can see on the screen. All right, so you have there a man walking on the pedestrian lane. There's also a sign, there's a traffic light, and there's the word caution. What do you think is the word pertained by the four pictures that you can see on the screen? The word that we are finding out is composed of two words. One starts with R, the first word, and the second word starts with S. Do you think it's a road sign? I think kasi the second word is S. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The second word is composed of seven letters, and sign is just four letters. I think road sign is not the answer. Road signals. Okay, I'm looking for it. I think you are also thinking about that correct answer. Okay, so medyo malapit sa road sign, road street. Um, it's a road sign. Oh, it's composed of seven letters. Okay, road signals, but for this one, it's road safety. Okay, so the first text that we will be reading today is about road safety. Kung matandaan natin, di ba, 2 weeks ago, we studied about signs and symbols on the road, and all these signs and symbols is for us to be safe on the road or road safety. Okay, so let's have the text now. Road safety is the protection and prevention of road accidents by following all the road safety measures. It is very important to know the traffic lights and signals. Traffic lights and signals for pedestrians should be observed. Red man light means do not cross. If you see if you see it, you should not walk. Green man light means you are safe to cross the pedestrian and you can walk. In traffic signals, red means stop. When the signal turns red, all vehicles have to stop. Green means go. When the signal turns green, vehicles should move. Yellow means slow down. When the signal turns yellow, vehicles slow down. Okay, so may nagsabing tama po ako. Okay, yeah, it's road safety. And that's what we have just learned here in the text. Okay, so let me have questions about it. Okay, number one, what does road safety prevent and protect us from? Please put the number and then the letter of your answer. A, road accidents. B, road signals. C, traffic lights. Again, what does road safety prevent and protect us from? Okay, so some said it's letter A, some said it's letter B. Okay, let's see for my other students' answer, okay? Naghahalo, may ibang A, may ibang B. Let's see. Road safety protects us from road accidents, all right? And my question for number two, who should observe traffic lights and signals on the streets? Should it be school pupils, pedestrians, or C, traffic enforcers? Okay, we're now our number two again. We should observe traffic lights and signals on the streets because we talked about in the article we can have road safety by observing traffic lights and signals. But who should observe them? The letter A, letter B, or letter C? Okay, if you listen well to the article, you will know the correct answer. Oh, ang dami nagsisi. Are you really sure? Okay, let me reveal the answer. It's the pedestrians. Okay, the pedestrians should observe traffic lights and signals. By the way, teacher, that's kind of a hard word. Can you teach us what pedestrians mean? Yes, I will do. Okay, but first, look at the picture. Okay, and this picture talks about pedestrians. Okay, so by looking at the picture, who could be the pedestrians? Okay, by looking at the picture, who could be the pedestrians? Tingnan natin if you can give me your idea about who pedestrians are. Pedestrian lane, yung dinadaanan nila. But how about the pedestrians? The pedestrians are walking through the pedestrian lane. Okay, the children. Okay, those are children, but specifically, pedestrians are. See, oh, my screen is not moving. Okay, pedestrians are people walking along the road. Okay, yung mga tumatawid, especially on a pedestrian lane. The people who crosses the street, who walks along the road. Okay, very good, Sheena. Those who walk, they are called pedestrians. That's why when we are on the road, we must be very observant um, we must be very observing of traffic lights and signals for us to have road safety so we can avoid road accidents. I hope that's clear now. It's not the enforcers because the traffic enforcers are the one imposing the rules on the streets, the one helping us when we are lost, are the one that clears the traffic for us. But the pedestrians would be the people who walk on the road. Okay, number three, traffic lights use colors as a way of communicating to pedestrians. You know now the meaning of pedestrians, right? Color red means black, while color green means blank. Okay, let's see. Color red means blank, while color green means blank. Is it A, go stop, B, stop, slow down, C, stop and go? We're now on number three. You think is the answer. Okay, I see. Maraming sumasagot ng letter C. Very good because color red means stop and color green means go. Very nice. I can see that you have the correct answer. Tingnan natin who got 3/3 because I think this is my last question for our first text. And we have three texts today. That's just the first one. May I know the number of correct answers that you got from the first text? Did you get three? Did you get two? Or did you get one? Okay, sabi ni Jasmine, she got one mistake. That's okay. Don't worry. Sabi ni Olive, she got 3/3. That's nice. Very good. Okay, so if you can see, I have here the important information that we got from the text. And we used here a bulleted list. Why does it call a bulleted list, teacher? If you can see, there are bullets here. Okay, itong mga bilog na to. This is what you call bullets. And we make bulleted list if we want to enumerate information. Okay, so there are a lot of things that we learned about the first text, but in here, as what you can see on the screen, I have just provided the important things that we learned from the text. And what did I use? I enumerate the important information by making a bulleted list. Okay, that's one way we can get information by enumerating it. Bulleted list. Okay, I know. Ang dami naka 3/3. Very good. Some got 3. Some got 2, like Gabriela Manila, but she is sad. Don't worry, Gabriela Manila. But teacher always says that if you got a mistake, there's nothing to be sad with because that means you got a lot of time to improve. Diba? Hindi agad. Siyempre yung tree, or siyempre kapag nagtanim ka ng seed, hindi agad yun magiging tree, diba? It starts with being a seedling, then magiging siyang plant, then lalaki siya to be a tree. So don't worry kung hindi agad magaling, kung hindi agad mahusay, because every one of us has his or her timeline. Okay, so I hope you understand that. Okay, pero I know babawi ka dito. Meron pa naman tayong chance na bumawi, di ba? Okay, let's have the second text. But I want you to tell me what kind of map this is. Okay? So kung kanina gumamit tayo ng bulleted list to enumerate information that we got from the text about road safety, this will be the visual organizer that we will be using for our second text. But can you tell me the kind of map? What map is this on the screen? Okay? So everyone, please use the comment section to put your answers and to share good thoughts in class. Don't use the comment section. Um, don't use the comment section to comment things that are not related to our lesson. Okay? So I hope you will observe that. Okay, I don't know. It's like Jesus. It's like a cross. Okay? So it is actually a concept map. Okay? And a concept map is a diagram that we use to show connections of concepts to one another. Okay? Sige nga, everybody, please type in the comment section concept map. Okay, can everybody please type in concept map on the comment section? All right, let's see. Concept map. Oh, very good. Okay, so again, we use it to show connections of concepts to one another. But as you can see, it will be composed of different kinds of idea. The one that we will be putting on the center of the concept map will be the main idea, and the sides, yung parang sabi yung cross, di ba parang cruise siya, yung nasa sides, the other circles will be having the related ideas to the idea that we put on the center. Very good. Thank you for putting on the comment section concept map. And again, we use a concept map for classifying information, how concepts are related to one another. Okay, again, so this map, this diagram will be used for our second text. But before we go to our second text, let's know the topic of that text. So again, there are four pictures, and these four pictures pertain to one single word. It starts with C. Okay? So what is the topic of the second text kaya? You have here two people smiling. You have here a group of people. You have here a hand gesturing, a heart sign, and two children playing in a pond. Is it care, caring, cares? Okay, I have another clue. If C is the first letter, the second letter is H. Again, if the first letter is C, the second letter is H. It's cares. Okay, let's see who can figure out the correct answer. The first letter is C, the second letter is H. H for hat. Is it check? Okay, one more clue. Last clue. This the first letter is C, the second letter is H, the last letter is D. Very good, Ryan, Yana. It's child. Okay, very good. Okay, again. The second text that we're going to have for today will be about child, or will be about children. Okay, nice one. Okay, let me read it to you. Listen carefully to teacher. Listen carefully. Do you know your rights? Every child has rights. As an important part of the society, you should be loved and taken care of. Dapat minamahal at inaalagaan. As a child, you should know and value your rights. When we say rights, that's karapatan in Filipino. And the first right that we talked about is karapatan yung mahalin at alagaan. The first right that you should know is the right to be born and be given a name. May karapatan kayong mapanganak at mabigyan ng pangalan. That's why you have names such as Riley, Phoebe, Lord, Kylie, because that's your right. It's one of your rights to be born and be given a name. It is also your right to become part of a family that will love and take care of you. That's why children have families, because families should be the groups of people taking care of children. Okay? Your family should provide you your needs such as clothing, foods, and shelter. Kailangan binibigyan kayo ng damit, pagkain, at bahay. You should also be protected from danger. That's why your family is protecting you, kasi it's your right to be protected pala. Now I know, teacher. That's why pala Teacher, pag may kaaway ako sa school, nagagalit si mama. O kaya pag may kaaway ako, pinagtatanggol ako ni ate, ni kuya, ng pinsan ko, ng tita ko. Kasi it's your right to be protected. Diba? Hindi pwedeng sinasaktan. Okay? Pero minsan, iba naman yung we also have to discipline you kasi merong mga bata na ang sinasabi when they are when they are disciplined, they are being hurt. Hindi. No, kailangan din kayo disiplinahin because discipline is also good for you to be bright and good citizens also. It is also your right to be educated. Okay, teacher, karapatan ko palang mag-aral. Yes, it's your right to be educated. Kaya naman tayo may ETUlay, kaya tayo may DepEd TV. Because it's one of your rights to be educated, to have a good education. Now that you know your rights, do you enjoy these rights? Okay, let's answer that question. Okay, do you enjoy these rights? Yes or no? Let teacher know. Okay. Uh, do you enjoy these rights that I have mentioned? Okay. So by the likes of it, by the emojis that you are now putting on the comment section, I think you are enjoying it. Like Phoebe and Jasmine, it's good to know that you are enjoying these rides. Okay. And because you enjoy these rides, I know that you are happy children. Okay. Let's have questions about the text. Number one na tayo. The passage mainly talks about the A, importance of a child, B, the rights of a child, C, the needs of a child. Sabi ni Jasmine, I always like it. Ako din, everyone has rights, especially you children. You have a special place in society and you are so special in the eyes of God. That's why you have these following rights. Let's have the first answer. It's B, rights of a child. That's very good. It's the correct answer. The answer for number one is rights of a child. Nakikita ko yung iba humahabol. It's not the importance, but your rights ang inyong mga karapatan. Okay? So we will put, because rights of a child is the main topic, main idea of it that we talked about, in the concept map, we will put it on the center. Again, the gist, the main idea will be put on the center of the concept map. Now, we will put the related ideas on the surrounding circles, on the 4 surrounding circles. Now, what are some of the rights of the child that are mentioned in the passage? Okay, you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So you have 6 choices. I want you to pick out 4 rights. What are the 4 rights? Kaya nga some, so not all, because Filipino children have 12 rights. So we will be getting the 4. What are those 4 rights mentioned in the text? On the comment section, write number 2 and then the letters of your answer. Again, write number 2 and then the letters of your answer. What are the 4 rights mentioned on the text? Let's see if you can get them correctly. Okay. Sabi ni yan, it's letter A, letter C, letter D, and letter F. Okay, let's see if that is correct. Nice, ang galing. Yes, it is. It's letter A, letter C, letter D, and letter E. And because these are related ideas, we will put them on the surrounding circles. These are the rights said by the text. Again, these are just 4 rights because we have 12 rights for Filipino children. Okay? As I know, given by UNICEF. Okay, ang galing, nakuha ng marami ang tamang sagot. Okay, I know you are so ready to have the final text. That's why I want you to, if we have bulleted list, if we have a concept map, do you know what diagram is this? Or what chart is this? Okay, hi Cyrene. Cyrene, I think is one of us watching. Okay, so watching with you, my dear students. Okay, what kind of chart is this? If we have if we have bulleted list to enumerate information, we also have concept map to classify information. For this kind of chart that you can see on the screen, what kind of chart is this? Okay, what kind of chart is this? Okay, we have here a cause and then the effect. Okay, let's see if someone can know the name of this chart. What what kind of chart is this? Cause and effect. Very good, Chino. It is a cause and effect chart. Okay. So this is a diagram used to show the relationship of events by identifying what happened, that's the effect, and why it happened, that's the cause. So this one is to have a cause and effect information. Okay. So again, we will be using this kind of chart to process the information for our text. Okay, cause and effect chart for cause and effect relationships. Okay, now we will go to the topic of our third text. Okay, so you have someone shaking the piggy bank. You can see someone under the table protecting their head. I mean, people under the table protecting their head. You can see a road and it's broken, and you can see a piece of land there. What do you think is the topic, the gist of our third text? Ang galing naman, meron agad nakasagot. It's actually earthquake. Ang galing kasi may pag-shake, dapat magda-duck cover and hold kapag yumayanig na ang lupa. Tapos after earthquake, di ba we can see some of its consequences. We can see damaged roads. And syempre, earthquake is the movement of land, shaking of land. Very good if you said earthquake. Okay, now let's have the text about earthquake. Okay, ready to listen? Here it is. Why do earthquakes happen? Earthquakes usually happen when underground rocks suddenly breaks along a fault. The sudden release of energy causes the seismic waves that make the ground shake. When two blocks of rocks or two plates are rubbing against each other, they stick a little. They do not just slide smoothly. The rocks catch on each other. So, nag-uumpugan sila. Nagaganon sila, okay? After a while, the rocks are still pushing against each other, nag-uumpugan, but not moving. So, let's say nakaganon sila, okay? After a while, the rocks uh, after a while, the rocks break because of all the pressure that was built up inside the ground. When rocks break, an earthquake occurs, happens. During and after an earthquake, the plates or blocks of rock start moving, and they continue to move until they get stuck again. The spot underground where the rock breaks is called the focus of the earthquake. The place right above the focus on top of the ground is called the epicenter of an earthquake. And I can feel that it's a bit scientific. It happens because of the continental plates. Very good. And that's also one of the causes. Okay, they rub against each other. That's why we have an earthquake. That's good, Chino. And aside from that, this is also a detailed explanation of why earthquake happens. I appreciate that Chino is giving to us a lot of information, right? So thank you, Chino, for sharing with us something that you know that is related to our lesson. I really appreciate it when you give extra effort to my class. Okay, let's use let's use the cause and effect chart to know the information given to us in the text. Okay, so we have the cause, a sudden effect of energy. If we have that, what's the effect? A, makes the rocks catch on each other. B, creates seismic waves that make the ground shake. C, causes the rocks to start moving. Okay, we have number one. If there's a sudden release of energy underground, what will be the effect? Is it A, B, or C? Let's see. Let's see. for number 1. Okay. If you answered letter B, like Chino, you are correct. The sudden release of energy creates seismic waves that make the ground shake. Let's have the other one. If we have the cause a while ago, for the second item, we have the effect. Breaks the rocks. What causes the rocks to break? Is it A, building up of pressure, B, shaking of the ground, C, pushing off the rocks? Remember, it happens underground. Everything happens everything happens underground. Okay? The sudden release of energy causes seismic waves. But how about what causes the rocks to break? Is it A, B, or C? Some say it's B, some say it's A. Let's see. It's actually building up of pressure. So sobra yung energy sa pinakailalim, the rocks have to break to release that kind of pressure. Now for the last item, we have here another cause. So we will be looking for the effect. If we have the breaking of rocks, pag nag-break na yung rocks, ano yung epekto nun? What will happen? Creation of the epicenter, movement of plates, occurrence of an earthquake. Okay? If the rocks are broken now, what will happen? What will be the effect? A, B, or C for number 3. A, C, occurrence of an earthquake. If you have the same answer with Joel and with Yana, that is the answer. Occurrence of an earthquake. Very good. Okay? So, let me see. We have 3 items here, right? How many correct answers did you get? Right? Let me catch up on your scores. How many correct answers did you get from our last test? Last test. Okay, let's see. Let me know your scores. Okay, new comments. Okay, naka-2, naka-3. Congratulations. Good job. May naka-perfect. Teacher, parang it's hard to understand informational text. If you experience that, don't worry. If you got some mistakes along the way, do not worry. Understanding informational text is not a skill that you can do one day, that you can be good with just in a day. It requires skills and practice, 'di ba? So, ibig sabihin niyan, kung nahihirapan tayo or kung alam natin na hindi pa tayo magaling, there's a lot of time to be better. Okay, remember that. Now, let's have an evaluation before we go so I can know that you have really learned well in our lesson for today. Now, this is a non-fiction or factual text that has the purpose of providing information to readers. What type of text is that? Let me see. What type of text is this? It provides information. It's a factual or non-fiction text. What kind of information is that? What kind of text is that? Let me see. What kind of text is that? Oh, I am waiting for your correct answer. Yes, it's informational text. Very nice. Now, let's go back to our, no, before we go back to our trivia, let us now have our presenting of one's knowledge. Let me know that you learned from the lesson today. Because we have informational text, saan kaya natin makikita ang mga informational text? Sa mga libro kaya? Sa mga magazines kaya? Sa internet kaya? Now, show me a picture of you with a resource material where informational text can be found. Picture lang ito of a resource with a resource material, a picture of you with a resource material where informational text can be found. Now, take a picture, snap a picture, snap a selfie, then you can send it to me via my FB account, or you can post on FB using the hashtags ETUlay English 3 and Shooter May. So let me know if you can know where informational text can be found sa internet ba, sa magazine, sa libro. Let me know by sending me your pictures or your selfies. Now, going back to our trivia, is the first writing system created by an ancient, there's no doubt, by an ancient group of people around 3000 BCE. Information was shared by the Sumerians through these wedge-shaped letters, and the answer is cuneiform script. Okay, so you call these letters as cuneiform script. So I hope you really learned well today. And if you feel that your reading skills are not really that good, you have so much time to practice. You have all the time to be better and improve. Don't worry, reading skills are not the skills that we can skills of any kind cannot be built, cannot be made better in just one sitting, in just one night or a day. It requires practice and determination to be good. All right. So I hope that's also one thing that you will also think about. Thank you so much, learners. I really enjoyed our lesson for today. I also hope that you enjoyed our lesson for today. So if you enjoyed the lesson, you can share this lesson to your FB account so other people will also learn with us. Thank you and bye-bye. Stay tuned because you will also have Tutor Rafi for English 4. Thank you. Bye.
Sigurado ako na marami ka na namang natutuhan sa ating ETUlay tutorial session ngayong araw. Tandaan, ito ay hindi lamang para sa ating mga mag-aaral, kundi pati rin sa ating mga minamahal na guro at mga magulang na kaagapay natin para maituloy ang pagkatuto sa kabila ng nararanasang pandemya. Patuloy ding sumubaybay sa DepEd TV para sa mga araling ginawang video episodes. Mapapanood ito mula Lunes hanggang Sabado, alas 7 ng umaga hanggang alas 7 ng gabi sa inyong mga telebisyon. Abangan bukas mula 1:00 ng tanghali ang iba pang aralin sa ating ETUlay free online tutorial session sa Filipino. I-like and subscribe at manatiling nakasubaybay sa ating ETUlay tutorial session sa DepEd Edtech Unit FB page at Educational Technology Unit channel sa YouTube at sa DepEd Tayo at DepEd Philippines social media accounts. Paalam!